Hello everyone, Brian Japania here. I'm going to demonstrate the proper and correct way to eat a Kit Kat bar. The Kit Kat bar is a famous bar. It's been around for a long time. Developed by the Roundtree Company in York, United Kingdom. It was purchased by the water suckers at Nestle in 1988 and is now produced worldwide by Nestle Company except in the United States, where it is produced under license by the H.B. Reese Candy Company, which is a division of the Hershey Candy Company. And without a doubt, like most American products, it is an inferior product compared to the others that are produced around the world. But with a developing country like the US, you have to cut some slack and they'll catch up. There are plenty of different flavors of the Kit Kat. There's the standard chocolate, there's milk chocolate, dark chocolate, there's a white chocolate, there is in Japan green tea, sake version, and even one bull semen, but that's not a very common one, but I wouldn't try it myself. So there's been talk about the way, the Kit Kat bar, because it's kind of unique. Let me just open this up and show you the bar inside. The bars come, either a 2 or a 4 piece, like such, where it's divided up into these little segments, and you see people and it's like, oh, first time they ever tried a Kit Kat, and they do that. And they bite it like that. And it's like, oh, that's so funny because that's a Kit Kat. And you're not supposed to do it like that. So, I would like to take the time here to demonstrate the proper way and the correct way. Because these are United Kingdom confection, there's definitely a proper way that one has to think of consuming these. Now, the standard, of course, is to break apart the pieces like such, and then you just eat the candy. But there's also the whole, finicky kind of stupid Hollywood thing. I don't know if it's real or not, but you eat the chocolate around the edge, and then you pull it apart, and you get to the wafers inside, and you can just eat the individual wafers like such, and it's like all hoity-toity and I don't know, it's just Hollywood crap. It's typical Hollywood BS being served as something worthwhile. So anyways, when it comes to the Kit Kat, a traditional confection, but it also has a lot of history, and because of the way it's come about, you have to consider different aspects of it. It's not just a sugar fix American type candy. This is a international developed, refined experience, for lack of a better term. So you take the Kit Kat and you have to get yourself the traditional mallet to handle and just smash at it. And what this does is you don't put your hand on it at this point. It's still inside the package. And what this does when you're using the sacred mallet is that it releases certain gases that are trapped inside the packaging with it, because these are packed in a special, like, who knows what, some magic stuff, so it doesn't go bad, so it can stay in a package for like 100 years kind of a thing. So once you've got that like that, you never actually want to put your hands on the candy itself. You want to take the pieces as they are, and you want to dump them onto a surface, whatever surface you happen to be around. I happen to have a nice table here, but even if you're on like a park bench out in the park or something, or sitting on the sidewalk, you don't want to handle the contents of this with your hands at this point, because by breaking it up and dumping it onto a surface that is more contact with the world, you're releasing ions, negative ions that have been built into it just because of being produced in the world that we live in. There's negative ions that are going to get built in. So by doing this, smashing it up and letting it breathe, you release the negative ions. And once that's done, what you do is you just put your face into it and use your tongue and you have to keep your mouth open so that's ions release more and get more positive, and then And that's it. That's the proper and correct way to consume the awesome historical piece of confection known as the Kit Kat. Now you know. And let me just cover that up. I don't actually want to consume this, I'm just demonstrating it. My diabetes will make my head explode. So there you go, and I hope you learned something. And if you didn't because you're just kind of stupid, regardless, just click on like and subscribe, and we'll move on with something more interesting and necessary in the future. Thanks a lot. Bye.